Welcome to Fame Files, an eye-opening journey in today's video. We explore the stories of 15 celebrities who have chosen plastic surgery to preserve their youth, redefine beauty, or completely transform themselves from impressive results to controversial opinions. This is an honest look at the price of perfection in the glamorous world of Hollywood. Join Fame Files on this emotional journey. Nanette Hammond's story is a haunting reminder of the emotional and psychological consequences of pursuing physical perfection. In a world where appearance is often seen as a measure of one's worth, her journey highlights the difficulty of self-acceptance when faced with unrealistic societal expectations. Nanette's transformation is not just about changing her appearance, but also about engaging in a lifelong internal struggle where each procedure is not just cosmetic, but a desperate attempt to feel enough. However, her story shows that striving to embody an ideal does not necessarily mean finding happiness or self-love. Instead, her journey serves as a warning about the need to find a balance between wanting to change and appreciating what you already have. Through Nanette's story, we are reminded that true beauty lies not in perfection, but in diversity, authenticity, and the ability to love ourselves despite our imperfections. Blondie Bennett's story is one of the most haunting examples of the pursuit of extreme beauty ideals and the psychological cost of becoming the model that society celebrates. In addition to undergoing multiple plastic surgeries to recreate her Barbie-like appearance, Blondie also used hypnosis to dull her awareness and synchronize her mind with the physical image she was creating. Behind the glamorous photos and hyper-feminine body is a journey fraught with conflict between freedom of self-expression and the pressure of being imposed. Blondie's choice to become a human. Barbie is more than a mere hobby. It is a complex response to a society that constantly promotes beauty, perfection, where women are expected to conform to impossible standards from a very early age. Does her transformation help her find happiness, or is it just a form of escape from her true identity? That question remains open, but Blondie Bennett's story is certainly a stark warning about the emotional damage that chasing after ideals can cause. In a world filled with photoshopped photos and artificial beauty standards, her story forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth that sometimes the price of perfection is our true selves. Jordan James Parks' journey is a powerful reminder of the fine line between enhancing one's appearance and destroying one's self. Driven by his passion for Kim Kardashian, Jordan spent tens of thousands of dollars on facial surgery, especially rhinoplasty and lip injections, hoping to recreate his idol's signature beauty. However, instead of achieving the ideal model, he fell into a spiral of serious complications and irreversible deformities. His lips became increasingly swollen. His nose was repeatedly intervened to the point of making it difficult to breathe, all the consequences of pursuing an artificial beauty promoted by unrealistic standards on social media. Jordan not only suffered physical pain, but also faced a psychological crisis with a reduced quality of life. In an age where a selfie can be the definition of confidence, Jordan James Parks' story is a stark reminder that plastic surgery, if not carefully considered, can be a double-edged sword. Not everyone can transform into a celebrity, and not all transformations lead to happiness. Sometimes, the price of being like someone else is losing yourself. Khloe Kardashian, daughter of the legendary Olivia Newton-John, has gone through an emotional journey in the world of entertainment and plastic surgery. Growing up in the spotlight and under the pressure of expectations, Khloe has openly struggled with eating disorders, body image, and addiction. In her eyes, plastic surgery is not just about beauty, but a way to regain a sense of control, to cope with vulnerability and the desire for acceptance. Her nose jobs, breast implants, lip injections reflect the insecurities and burdens of fame that she has to carry. However, what is special about Khloe Kardashian is her awakening. She chose to leave that cycle, began to heal from within, and learn to love herself. Now she no longer seeks beauty in the mirror, but finds it in inner peace and self-esteem. Khloe's story is a powerful reminder that true beauty isn't about looks, but about the courage to face yourself and overcome adversity. Donatella Versace, fashion icon and power, is the living embodiment of the intersection of beauty fame and the harsh pressures of the high fashion world. Since stepping into the limelight following the death of her brother, Gianni Versace, Donatella has inherited not only an empire, but also enormous expectations of appearance and perfection. The dramatic transformation of her face from the bridge of her nose to her cheekbones to her lips is believed to be the result of a series of cosmetic procedures such as Botox fillers and plastic surgery. Opinions are divided. Some see it as a symbol of control over one's personal image in a pressure-filled world, while others see it as a sign of psychological damage from society's strict demands for youth and appearance. However, Donatella's story is not simply about plastic surgery. It's also a powerful reminder that behind every famous face is a person struggling with the definition of beauty, with self-acceptance, and the fear of being replaced in a cutthroat. Industry Donatella Versace's resilience and bravery have kept her on the fashion throne, but her journey has also exposed a stark truth. Sometimes keeping the spotlight comes at the cost of your true face and true sense of self. Nean Seig, reality TV star and celebrity stylist, is a prime example of limitless ambition in his quest for beauty fame and self-improvement. Not afraid to go under the knife, he has undergone a series of cosmetic surgeries in his quest to achieve his ideal image, a perfect appearance as imagined by himself. However, the journey has not been filled with all the spotlight. During a surgery in Iran, Nean experienced a rare complication, a prolonged erection due to an allergic reaction to post-operative medication. This complication was serious enough to threaten physiological function if not intervened promptly. Instead of avoiding or keeping quiet, Nean openly shared the incident, demonstrating an incredible spirit of resilience. He did not give up and declared that he would continue to pursue other surgeries, determined not to stop until he achieved the perfect image he desired. Nean's story is not just about aesthetics, but also a warning about the fragile line between desire and consequences. For him, surgery is not only a means of beauty, but also a path to recognition, to glory. But that path is also fraught with risks, both physical and mental, and in a society that increasingly values image, Nean Seig's story highlights that the price of perfection is sometimes not everyone is willing to pay. Jedlika. The man dubbed the living Ken doll is a testament to the extremes to which some individuals are willing to go in order to achieve their ideal self-image. Justin's cosmetic journey began in 2017 with a small procedure, but it quickly escalated into a long series of radical surgeries. To date, he has undergone more than 190 surgeries and 340 cosmetic treatments, including designing and implanting wings to accentuate his body. Behind these changes is not only a personal desire for beauty, but also a strong desire to be recognized, to become an icon in the celebrity world. In Justin's eyes, perfecting his appearance is the key to getting closer to fame. But his journey raises profound questions about societal pressures on beauty standards and the line between self-expression and obsession with an ideal image. Despite the attention Justin has received, he has also faced numerous consequences from his excessive surgery, including long-term effects on his physical and mental health. His story is not just about aesthetics, but also a reminder of the true value of happiness and self-acceptance. In a world that worships appearance, Justin Jedlika is a testament to the price one can pay to achieve society's perfection. Linda Evangelista, the legendary supermodel of the 90s, was once a beauty icon with more than 7,000 prestigious magazine covers. But behind the halo, she had to face a painful incident from her own efforts to maintain her figure. Linda chose the cryoplasty method, a non-invasive fat-freezing technique with the desire to maintain her ideal body. However, she suffered a rare complication called paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, which caused fat to not be absorbed but to swell more and more on her chin, chest, and thighs. Her deformed appearance caused her to fall into depression and had to withdraw from the fashion industry. Linda Evangelista sued the company, providing this beauty service, and bravely shared her story. Her journey is a warning that even safe beauty methods can have serious consequences without information and transparency. More importantly, Linda has proven that true beauty comes from courage, from facing vulnerability, and daring to speak up for yourself and others. Carrot Top, real name Scott Thompson, stands out with his bright red hair and unique comedic style. However, what makes the public more curious is his obvious change in appearance. From a skinny, somewhat naive comedian, Carrot Top now has a muscular body that makes many people suspect that he has had plastic surgery. In the face of all speculation, he always denies and says that his current body is the result of a strict exercise and diet regimen. With a humorous response, Carrot Top once joked that if he really had plastic surgery, he would look much more handsome. What makes him special is not his body, but his confidence and unique personality. In the stressful entertainment world, Carrot Top still maintains his identity does not follow beauty standards, but uses laughter and charm to make a name for himself. He is proof that as long as you stay true to yourself and keep trying, you can still shine without plastic surgery. Nikki Exotica, real name. Nicole Sanders is a symbol of a bold transformation between expressing her identity and pursuing beauty ideals. With over $75,000 invested in plastic surgery, she has not only changed her appearance, but also reinvented herself into a living Barbie. Procedures such as breast augmentation, facial reconstruction, and other cosmetic interventions all reflect the desire to be true to oneself, a feminine self, free from the constraints of a masculine past or traditional gender stereotypes. In a society that glorifies physical beauty, Nikki's story is also a commentary on cultural pressures and the price of acceptance. However, her journey also raises a profound question. Does extreme physical change bring lasting happiness, or does it just mask unhealed insecurities? The physical, mental, and emotional risks that come with any surgery are always present. Ultimately, Nikki's transformation is about more than beauty. It's about finding self. Her story reminds us that true happiness doesn't come from trying to be someone else, but from having the courage to accept yourself. Valyria Lukianova, better known as the human Barbie, is one of the most controversial figures in the world of extreme plastic surgery. Hailing from Moldova, Valyria has become a global sensation thanks to her doll-like appearance with large, round eyes, a tiny waist, and a body that has been meticulously edited to the last detail. To achieve her unrealistic appearance, she has undergone a series of procedures, including rib removal, breast implants, facial surgery, and countless other adjustments. Not only has Valyria changed her appearance, but she has also caused controversy with her bizarre claims about beauty as a form of spiritual awakening and connecting with universal energy. She has millions of followers on Instagram where her living doll image is celebrated, but has also been criticized for promoting unrealistic beauty standards. Valyria Lukianova's story is a bold slice of beauty obsession, freedom of self-expression, and the fine line between personal choice and societal pressure. A fascinating, strange, and controversial icon. Anastasia Poreschuk, a 26-year-old from Kiev, Ukraine, has become a global phenomenon thanks to her unique journey with plastic surgery. Unlike most people who seek out cosmetic professionals, Anastasia decided to become her own artist and artifact. Using the knowledge she learned from tutorial videos and online resources, she injected fillers into her face, especially her cheeks, with a bold goal to have the most prominent cheeks in the world. She also underwent procedures such as liposuction, Botox, and jawline reshaping to perfect her appearance according to her personal ideal. Despite warnings about the risk of infection complications and nerve damage, Anastasia refused to back down. Each injection was a declaration of control, confidence, and the desire to be in control of her own appearance. In a world of ever-changing beauty standards, Anastasia Poreschuk stands out as a symbol of radical individualism where beauty is no longer given but created. Her story is a bold reminder that for some, there are no limits to the pursuit of ideal beauty. Joan Van Arc, the veteran actress best known for her role in Knots Landing, has long been the subject of plastic surgery speculation. However, unlike many of her colleagues who are willing to share about the procedures they have undergone, Joan has chosen to remain silent. This silence has made fans and the media even more curious, leading to a series of speculations about the obvious changes in her appearance over time. Many comparison photos from the past to the present show that Joan's face has changed significantly from naturally soft lines to a more plump and stiff appearance, a characteristic often seen in people who have had extensive cosmetic surgery. Some more blunt comments have said that her face looks melted or unnatural, reflecting the downside of trying to hold on to youth in an industry that worships beauty. And youth, Joan Van Arc's story is not just a question of whether or not she had surgery, but also a larger discussion about the fine line between self-enhancement and self-destruction. In a world of entertainment where the spotlight is unforgiving of the passage of time, Joan's journey is a poignant reminder of the price of perfection, both physical and mental. And so we have come together on the colorful and dramatic journey of 25 stars who have embarked on the most daring journeys into the world of cosmetic surgery. Each story is a true slice of the desire for change, the need for recognition, and sometimes the pain hidden behind the perfect masks. Whether you admire their courage or feel embarrassed by their unusual transformations, one thing is undeniable. Hollywood is a place where beauty is always pursued at all costs. If you find this journey interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to continue accompanying us to discover the untold stories behind the halo. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos because we always have surprises waiting for you.